Hey guys, I'm really excited to share a workflow with you today about how you can actually use our scheduling tool to make sure that you schedule retweets. It's a really subtle workflow that a lot of people don't discover, but retweeting people is a great way to build relationships online and start to network with others in your industry, as well as help share relevant information and stay up to date and let your followers know about certain topics. So let's dive in and look at how you can actually use MeetEdgar to schedule a retweet. So we're going to, let me make my screen bigger. We're going to go ahead and grab a tweet from Laura Roeder, who's actually the founder of MeetEdgar. Here is a tweet that she wrote about our sister company, Paperbell. Now, when I go into MeetEdgar, if I wanted to schedule this as a retweet, I'm going to go ahead and click to add new content. I'm going to go ahead and check off that I'd like to retweet this to MeetEdgar, and then I can go ahead and write my post here. So I could say something like, check out our sister company at Paperbell, and I could go ahead and find Paperbell in there to tag it. And then I'm just going to paste the Twitter link. So this Twitter link was right from Twitter. I just copied and pasted it right in here. Now, the trick is you need to make sure you do not shorten this link. So within MeetEdgar, you do have link shortening options that you can turn on or off in your settings if you go to your settings menu here. But you can also just leave it globally on and selectively choose when not to use a link shortener with this toggle button in the bottom corner. So if I turn this off, you'll know it's off because this turquoise will switch on over to white here. I'm going to not shorten this link. And then when this schedules as a retweet, it's actually going to look as if it's been a normal retweet. So let's take a look at how this works with our send now and save feature. So within MeetEdgar, if you just want to send something right away, I can hit this send now and save. This is going to send it 1 minute after I click this button. So if we go to my queue here, you can go ahead and see that my retweet has been scheduled right here. So we're going to wait a minute here and chat as we wait for that to post, and then we'll see what it looks like as the retweet on Twitter. So as we're starting to think about retweeting, I want to share a few things about why I think it's important to retweet. One, because of course you want to collaborate with more people online. Two, because you really want to make sure that you're providing your followers with the best information that resonates with them, no matter where it comes from. So when you're looking for good things to retweet, same rules apply as if you are sharing your own content. And that is that you want to make sure that everything you're putting out there has your followers in mind. One of the things that I was reading about that I really loved is there's this company called Argyle who thinks about what they put out as their own content in order to get retweeted by their followers. Now, this gets a little bit funny in the sense that you have to go ahead and think about what your followers' followers want to see. So what they did as a company was they actually identified that the majority of their followers were 25 to 40-year-olds. So within that age range, they said, okay, what do 25 to 40-year-olds have in common? A lot of them remember the 90s. So with this information, they decided to actually go ahead and create a very fun Friday campaign that was all about this hashtag 90s sentences. And they used this hashtag and they just put out really funny 90s sentences. A lot of their followers started to retweet them. So if you're a brand that goes ahead and starts to think about, hey, I want to be retweeted more so my brand can be amplified to my followers as well, that's what you have to think about. What common thing do your followers have that their followers might also have? So if a bunch of your followers are 40-year-olds, it's likely that a bunch of their followers are 40-year-olds, and you want to create content around that. All right, so let's go back into MeetEdgar and look at our retweet. Oh, got to share my screen again here. So within MeetEdgar, remember, we added the content with the URL and did not shorten it. We went ahead and send now. So a minute later, it's going to go out and send. When I come to my history tab in MeetEdgar, you can see that this is the tweet. I'm going to go ahead and click this so we can see the tweet right on the social network. And you can see that Twitter actually takes out the URL and makes it into a normal retweet. So a really awesome workflow. If you do like to schedule out retweets, just go ahead and grab the link. So again, how you grab a link on Twitter is just go ahead and click the timestamp of that tweet there, copy this URL, come on into MeetEdgar, click to add new content, paste the link, Go ahead and connect it to Edgar. We always recommend adding your own thought leadership in there, but the most important step here is to make sure you do not shorten those links, and then you can either add it to your queue or schedule to send it out. Awesome workflow to take. I'd love to know how you guys like it, how you guys are using it. If you do love retweeting, leave it in the comments below, or email support@meetedgar.com if you do need more help setting up your retweets. I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow.